And a happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome in, Chase and Big Joe, 1025 The Game, live today at the Dunkin' in the Capitol View area, just outside of downtown Nashville. He's Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe. Dr. Crane Nick Frazier is back at the studios, and we are having fun with our Dunkin' crew here today for our toy drive, as we have been doing all week. So if you're out and about, out and about today downtown, we're broadcasting at 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Nashville. Stop by with a stuffed toy, and you can donate it to the Nashville Children's Alliance. The bin was overflowing yesterday when we left. It was fantastic. You can also be qualified for a 4-pack of tickets to the all-inclusive 501 Club at Bridgestone Arena to a Preds home game. Jakey Baby is here. He'll get you signed up for that. And also park your car, wash it, all those things. So thank you, Jake. We appreciate you, all your work. I want to give a shout out to the Metro Nashville Police Department, the Catalano Group, the Bluemont Group, Family Leisure, Thompson Machinery, Rich Mar Florist, Right Time HVAC, and Reladine. For more information and for a list of Dunkin' locations, you can donate a stuffed toy. Just go to thegamenashville.com/toy. And I was kidding, Jake will not park or clean your car.
Not at all. I love looking at the restream right now you're on because you're like you're hosting a tech convention out in San Francisco. It's like, I got this great thing now. Watch out for the dark web because we got a few things that will get you through the dark web. Oh, there I am.
There you are.
Get me on this. Like, who's the old man? Oh, that's me. Unfortunately, that's me.
It's Big Joe. He's on the go.
Not really. God, I got this. Okay. I hate looking and seeing myself and hearing myself. Like we taped this stuff with Jeff Ham during the state football championship, and I taped all things beforehand. And I put my headset down, and Jeff's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I do not like looking or hearing myself at all. I'm not doing that."
Well, we always expect the unexpected when it comes to college football. I didn't expect the outcome in which came down yesterday. But this thing with Sharon Moore in Michigan is not good at all. He is out as the head coach. He is in jail for all these things he's accused of doing. And, oh, my goodness.
I read that last night, and I thought it was an article from The Onion. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, there's no. And then you keep reading this and the layers and everything, and allegedly all the stuff that went on with the Michigan coach. But I mean, he's out. He's done. You don't owe him a dime. He's fired with cause.
Yep.
And so, somebody said he woke up yesterday morning making $5 million a year, and by the end of that night, he's in jail. And I was like, nah, not exactly how that happened.
No.
Right? He did some things he shouldn't have been doing, got caught, and then it escalated from there. And so I'm glad he's in jail.
Yeah.
What happened was reported all the way about him going to his alleged mistress' house and all the things that happened there with the knife. I'm glad that he's in jail.
Yeah, it's not good. And obviously is, now you're going to go through who knew what was going on at Michigan and, who's at fault there.
Right.
I think now they're going to move as far away from this as they possibly can. The question is, and obviously this is more than just a football thing, but in their mind, it's like, okay, now we got to hire the right coach that's going to kind of move us away from this. And the question is it Kalen DeBoer? Would he leave Alabama for Michigan?
What's his tie there? I don't even know. Does he have a tie there?
He's just the name that I think keeps popping up.
Oh,
to me, Brian Kelly. I mean, say what you want about Brian Kelly. We know he's a good coach. Michigan seems like a good fit for him.
Look, Josh Heupel will go, man.
Yeah,
another year Knoxville that be knocking on his door. As we've told you on this show, stay one step ahead of the jailer no matter what you do in the aspect of a new coach coming in. And so go and get a 4- and 5-year deal up there. But I don't know why Kalen DeBoer. I mean, they made the playoffs.
He's from Sioux Falls. Like he coached at Eastern Michigan. So
I'm sure he's a winner there too. He's won everywhere he's been.
Well, he was the OC and quarterbacks coach at Eastern, then Fresno, then Indiana, and then head coach at Fresno, then Washington, then Alabama. So, so I don't know.
Pretty good.
I don't know.
Was he not the head coach at Indiana?
He was the OC and quarterbacks coach.
What year was he there?
2019.
Who was the head coach there then?
Was that Kevin Wilson?
From the Preds? No.
No. Their coach's name was Kevin Wilson. So I don't know.
I know he had Nick Frazier with them. Not Nick Frazier. Nick.
Good job, Nick.
Oh, the OC at Alabama that was there. Nick something. Nick, he was coach at Michigan. Oh, man.
CBS, the head coach at Michigan?
No, he was a quarterback at Michigan. Now he's on Alabama staff.
Oh,
Nick
Henny?
something. No, we talked to him last summer to come on. He wasn't allowed to come on.
I know who you're talking about.
Nick Sheridan?
Nick Sheridan. Thank you.
These are the candidates that CBS Sports puts out there. Number 1 is Kalen DeBoer. Number 2, Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame. Now, they'll hire him and then he'll quit. But Lincoln Riley from USC, Jed Fish from Washington, PJ Fleck from Minnesota, and Brian Kelly, former LSU coach.
PJ Fleck, pass the little. Yep. I'm rowing a boat. Get out of here.
He never needs to leave Minnesota. He's in the perfect spot.
Jed Fish family hated Washington so much they moved back to Arizona.
Yeah,
they're like, we're out of here. So he'd be somebody that's willing to leave Washington for probably very little money. If DeBoer, you're already in the SEC, you made the playoffs. You want to coach with the best, play against the best. I would not leave because now it's like you've been there. You're going to your 3rd year. Next year, I would.
Lincoln Riley's an interesting one.
It's a whole different brand of football, Michigan and USC, man.
Yeah, but you're in the Big Ten in both, so I mean, at least he has seen what the Big Ten is now.
True,
and I think if he were to take that job, to me, that's staying one step ahead of the jailer.
Yeah,
because if they don't have a good year next year, I think he's out.
Absolutely, 100%. So a lot of coaches look at this. I'm curious why DeBoer, with no connection or tie to Alabama, is now the number 1 guy. Did his agent put it out there? Did somebody put it out there like, hey, I want to be put me on that Michigan? Because sometimes coaches will do that to get their name out there. But I'm just curious why he's doing that.
Well, this is what CBS says. DeBoer's been on and off the hot seat at Alabama, and he is expected to be the top target for the Wolverines. The Wolverines have a ton of financial resources, an elite young quarterback in Bryce Underwood, and plenty of desire to close the gap on their hated rivals in Columbus. DeBoer is a Midwest guy and might view Michigan as a better long-term fit on a personal level. When he was at Washington, Michigan was always regarded as a spot where DeBoer could jump. Alabama came open first, and here we are. I'm gonna give you the take. I don't know if this is a hot take. It might be a hot
take coming in.
Hot take. He takes the Michigan job. Daddy comes back for a year.
No, Daddy's done. Daddy ain't playing the NIL game.
They're too late in the game.
Daddy ain't playing that game. Daddy's done.
I think if they went to him and said, "Hey, can you give us stability for a year?" he would do it.
I think.
And they would stay at that. Like it'd be like what's his name with Stanford, Frank Wright. Like it was understood that it was an interim thing.
Bro, it's just Alabama. That ain't happening.
I know. I'm just
He'll
telling you.
find somebody on that coaching tree will come back to Alabama.
Would you hire Lincoln Riley?
Probably.
I'd hire Lincoln Riley.
Give me that offense, man.
Yeah.
So no, Daddy ain't coming back. Daddy's
going to be involved. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
watch Kiffin leave LSU.
God, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. It's chaos, and everything involved is absolute chaos at Michigan. And you now have no head coach. You had a pretty good draft class that came in, and if I'm other coaches at other schools, this is illegal to do. I'm reaching out to Michigan players and saying, "Why don't you hit that portal? Come over and see me."
Right. Oh, somebody is.
Yeah.
I shouldn't read this, Wes, but it did kind of make me chuckle
read it,
a
man.
little bit. Wes at Hermitage. I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Urban Meyer sent Sharon Moore a thank you card in jail today. He's no longer the most hated guy in the NCAA.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not.
It's bad, man. So I will be very interested to see where this goes and where Michigan goes, because they want to resolve this quickly.
Sure they do.
So I mean, if Kalen DeBoer is their guy,
are they in a bowl game?
Yes,
Michigan.
Yes, they are.
I know they are.
Yeah, because what's his name is the interim coach.
They decided to go, unlike Notre Dame. I ain't going to bowl game. Don't you talk about my Irish that way.
It's Biff Poggi is going to be the interim coach.
Biff Poggi. I hope he can wear that cut-off sweatshirt too.
Yeah, he's something. So we'll see.
Just bring back Brady Hoke. Let him do it.
Oh God, that'd be fun.
All those text messages between him and John Curry. Let me coach the team. Let me coach the Vols. I can
Ed Orgeron. Yeah, I can go up there to Michigan.
Keep
go
that.
Wolverines.
Y'all love Orgeron. I can't stand him. I think he's awful for college football.
I cannot
stand
him. He's a character.
Keep him away. Good. The character, they go play one on TV. Stay away from my program.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's not.
We used to go in the front door, back door. Now we go in the front door and get money. That giving money to recruits. I think Ed Orgeron is awful for college athletics.
No. There are people that like him.
Yeah, you Ricky, love him.
I don't love him. I just think he makes me laugh. But also, NASCAR and 2311 and Front Row Motorsports have reached a settlement, which is probably a wise move for both sides. So it will not go to a ruling. I just saw this, so I don't know what they've settled on and all of that. But they have reached a settlement, so the lawsuit is over, which, again, was probably a good move for both sides, especially NASCAR.
Okay, so anybody get money out of this?
Yeah, I mean, it says the resolution reflects our shared commitment to maintaining a fair and equitable framework, yada, yada, yada. The agreement allows all parties to move forward with an unified focus on advancing stock car racing. With this matter now, a condition of the settlement, NASCAR will issue an amendment to existing charter holders detailing the updated terms for signature, which will include a form of evergreen charters subject to mutual agreement. Financial terms of the settlement are confidential and will not be released.
Huh? Well, there you
MJ1 is how I look at it. Michael Jordan wanted this to be to NASCAR to kind of look at things like the NBA does,
all right,
which I don't think is terrible.
Well,
I mean, I think there were definitely some things that needed to change. So, but it's a good thing they got this done. So, there you go. We're live today at the Duncan downtown in Capitol View. Again, 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in Nashville. If you know where the Publix is, we're right by that, right off where Charlotte becomes Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So come by and see us and bring some toys.
That's right. Bring some toys, and Jake will run out and grab toys and cash. Right, Jake? Any cash? Any cash has to be reported.
Joe, what is our question of the day?
Yes, reported to Chase and me. Here's a fun one, all right? Here's a simple question for this day. Do you still own a radar detector? I am curious if you still own a radar detector. And I asked this, my son
just own or use?
Both.
Okay.
Still have one. My son called me yesterday and said, hey, I'm thinking about getting a radar detector. I haven't heard the word radar detector in 10 years. And he was going to buy one that was $230. I was like, no, we're not getting a radar detector for $230. And it got me thinking, I mean, I had one, but I haven't used a radar detector in forever. And so do you still have or own a radar detector? And back in the day, how much money did that radar detector save you?
Oh, yeah. I still own one. It's in a closet somewhere. I don't use it.
It saved me when I was going back and forth to Sanford. Coleman, Alabama.
They're illegal, right?
I don't know.
I think, yeah.
Coleman, Alabama had the most. There's Alabama State Troopers set in Coleman, Alabama, and my radar detector worked every single time. I never got a ticket going through Coleman, Alabama. Thank you, radar detector.
Yeah,
so are they illegal?
I had a cop tell me one time they were. But, again, the cop's telling me that. So
right?
I don't know.
But didn't they switch to lasers?
Laser.
Didn't cops start the laser and you couldn't do that?
Yeah. So I don't know. But they even have some that detect lasers. So maybe those are illegal. I don't know.
We need to ask our great audience, are they illegal?
Could the fine men and women of Metro Nashville Police Department let us know, are radar detectors legal or illegal?
It's a great question.
Because I don't use one anymore.
For public consumption. I don't have one either, but back in the day, I had several, man.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Plug in.
Sure. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHoney.com. And our question of the day is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. Check them out at ariestactical.com. Chasing Big Joe live at Duncan downtown, 1025 The Game.
All right, hey guys, again, Big Joe here. You know, we spent a lot of time on our show the last 2 years talking about mental health, and we're so grateful every day for all the men who've reached out to us in the last 2 years, but we still have a lot of work yet to do. We won't rest telling you how much better our world is because you are here and you have so much to live for. And unfortunately, yes, we've all been affected by a friend or loved one who has suffered from depression and is no longer with us. That is why we have partnered with Unity Psychiatric Care, just a great place right here in Middle Tennessee for you to get well, and it works. And again, all you got to do, it's pretty simple. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chasing Big Joe show, and there will be a link to Unity Psychiatric Care. So many have reached out to us over the last 2 years. Now we have a partner that cares about you. And listen, you don't have to go through any of this alone. It's private, it's confidential, and they offer telehealth. I don't need to know what you talk about. I just need you to go. Please go. And yes, based right here in Middle Tennessee. Or you can call 1-888-508-8002. That's 1-888-508-8002. And listen, if you have a loved one who needs to talk and you are worried, you could be that person that changes their world. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chasing Big Joe Show tab, and all the information right there is for Unity Psychiatric Care. And I tell you guys all the time, help is just around the corner, and you don't have to go through any of this alone.
Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, the game on this Thursday down here at Duncan in Capitol View. Hanging out. Bring us some toys, your stuffed toys. 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in Nashville. And our question of the day is,
do you still own a radar detector? And if you did back in the day, how great was your radar detector? And where was the one spot where growing up, the police always hung out with radars? For me, it was Coleman, Alabama. They were always there. I don't know how they gave tickets to Coleman because everybody knew they were there. But here locally,
what's the highway from Montgomery down to Panama City?
Is it 231?
231?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always there.
Yep. So
now Montgomery, I remember like when I first started driving and like going on trips without my parents, everybody would be like, don't speed in Montgomery, they will arrest you.
Okay.
Which was, I think, true.
Yeah. Well, Bradley Parkway was always the one.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, one time I got stopped by a motorcycle cop who was actually hiding behind an orange barrel.
See, I think I don't think they're allowed to do that. Like I have been told, and again, Metro's finest, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Please do it.
I have been told that they have to be visible.
Really?
That you have to be, and I don't think it was always that way, but I think now they have to be visible to do that.
Yeah. I mean, he let me go, but
sure.
It was one of those things. We got a lot of responses. You can read all
Mike
those.
in Lebanon says, in the 90s, I would just get behind cars that had radar detectors and follow them. Hardly anyone had blacked out windows back then, so it was easy to see who had one.
I gotta imagine like your dad, right? You and him are going on the road. You're 12 years old, and the radar detector goes off.
He had one.
Because he just like slam on the brakes. Everybody like slams on the brakes.
Well, no, he didn't because a cop buddy of him told him one time that slamming on the brakes makes the front of your car go down, which a cop looks at as that's probable cause. Now he may have to let you go because he had a radar, but it's like you're slamming on the brakes to slow down, so he or she's gonna pull you over.
I think every man does that. Slam.
I see a cop. It's like,
please God, don't look at me.
Ricky says, no radar detector built into the Waze app now. It lets you know about police reported in the area. It does, and that is helpful.
So you don't no longer need a radar.
Yeah, you don't really. I mean, it's all on your phone.
So why is the Waze app not illegal? Aren't you identifying
well, because all you're doing is saying, hey, there's a cop sitting up here, which to me, that's not illegal.
Okay. No, I don't think it's illegal, but it's like flashing your bright lights. Remember when?
Yeah, true.
We found out that was not right. It was illegal.
Dustin in Hopkinsville. They go off so much when no cops are around. I got tired of them. I sped everywhere I went till I was 26 years old. I bet I averaged 125 miles an hour from Marietta, Georgia to Nortonville, Kentucky in 2012. I got in some legal hot water at 26 because of reckless driving. I'm so glad I never hurt anyone. Excessive speeding is so stupid. I'm an adrenaline junkie. This is a long text, Dustin. Sorry, I can't read the whole thing.
But we get it.
Yeah. Oh, he was in a bad wreck. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay now.
Yes.
So, let's see. That's all I got right now. Mike in Kentucky Lake wants to answer. What's up, Mike?
Hey guys, I'm retired police. I policed way back in the 1900s, 1970s, 80s, and 90s in Lexington. But radar detectors are legal in Kentucky and Tennessee.
Okay.
And
so you're just saying some states they're illegal.
Yeah, it's state by state. But I'll tell you what I used to do that was quite fun. When the radar detectors first came out, I would hide on I-75 up in the median, not turn the radar detector on until the car went by me and I knew they were speeding. I would turn it on, and if they hit their brake lights, I knew they had a radar detector, and I would go stop them.
That's a lot of work,
sneaky, Mike.
If they didn't hit the brakes, I let them go.
Okay.
So, Mike, do they have to be visible, like Chase said?
Now, I don't know about that. You know, like I say, I don't know what the current law is on it. I do know they're legal, but I don't know the details on the current law. But
Okay. All right.
as far as being visible and so on, I don't know why that would make a difference. Most police don't really care, you know, to be honest with you.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, we need to get up there in April or May and do a show from the lake house.
Hey, you need to. I tell you what, it'd be great. You guys, you know, you got an open invitation.
All right. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Mike.
All right, buddy. Take care.
So this is what Google says. A police car doesn't always need to be fully visible, like marked cruiser with lights to conduct a stop. Unmarked cars and plainclothes officers are legal in most places, but they must use clearly visible flashing red-blue lights to initiate a stop and have proper identification.
Okay.
I will say I don't feel like I see, because, you know, there's too many people that pose as unmarked now.
Right.
You know, and so you got to obviously be careful. So,
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I mean, just don't speed.
yeah.
It's easier said than done.
Brandon wants to answer our question of the day. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Hey, I used to work for Metro Police, not anymore. But you can hide. There's nothing about us having to be visible. I could be hidden in the woods and pull you over. It don't matter. And then the radar detectors, they're not so good anymore because we use a trigger-based radar, and it's not going to tell your radar detector until we pulled the trigger, and by that point, you're already caught. So the radar detectors are fine, but they also pick up on people's cars now that have the detectable speed. So that's why some of y'all have your speed detectors go off. It's actually just some random person's car with radar cruise control. So enjoy your guys' show. Have a good one.
Oh,
thank you, Brandon.
I was going to ask
Appreciate
Brandon
it.
a question. Do you pull over like 4 or 5 cars are speeding and you're an officer? How do you know which one to pull over?
That's a good question. I think with what he's saying with the new radars, like you literally can put it on a car. So it's like you pick one.
And then boom.
Yeah. It's like I popped you doing, 80 and a 70.
Do you get more or less tickets when you're in the right side? Not the passing lane, but the slow lane.
I don't know.
Because I'll speed and I'll get in the passing lane and I'll stop. Let me tell you one time that this worked for me, though. I was coming back from Chattanooga and went through Chattanooga and I got busted on radar. And I went and I saw him turn around. I was like a trooper. I'm like, oh. So I pulled off the exit and just parked. He pulled behind me and said, hey, you know what you're doing. Slow down.
I'll let you go.
Does that help?
Yeah, probably.
If I slow down and help? I
Yeah,
mean,
probably.
I don't know.
The funniest, I was I was probably like 10, 11. I was riding with my grandfather, who had as my grandmother put it, a lead foot.
Wait. What kind of car was this?
Cadillac.
Gigantic Cadillac.
Gigantic Cadillac.
Land yacht.
So he's speeding. We're on the interstate, but there were a ton of cars that were going fast. Trooper pulls him over, and my grandfather looks at him and goes, well, all those other cars were speeding. Why didn't you pull them over? And he goes, because I pulled you over first.
Oh, man.
And I was like, ooh, well, there you go.
What'd you call him? Peepaw?
Papa.
Papa.
Yeah, I laughed pretty good at that one.
He's like, dadgummit.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Mom's listening. I don't think she knew that story.
She's got it now. Where, do you remember where you were?
We were on the interstate, going somewhere. But it was he laughed. I mean, the officer was funny about it. It's like, well, I didn't pull them over because I pulled you over.
Yeah, I mean, there were certain spots on the interstate around town but Bradley Parkway, I still don't know why people speed on Bradley Parkway.
I don't either.
I don't know why people speed anyway. We can always say that. But Bradley Parkway, so many officers are there. Stop speeding on Bradley Parkway. But I heard Bradley Parkway is a state road, so not so many Metro officers on Bradley.
Yeah,
that's what I was
it's
told.
a lot of troopers.
Right.
I see a lot of troopers.
Yeah.
So yeah, there
That's
you go.
the same for 440 too.
Maybe
We need officers to call in and help us
help us
defuse
out.
these legal situations,
Please help us out. We're at 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard today at the Duncan. here in the Capitol View area of Nashville. You can bring by stuffed toys and throw them in the bin here. And again, a special thanks to the fine men and women of law enforcement at Metro Nashville Police Department, the Catalano Group, the Bluemont Group, Family Leisure, Thompson Machinery, Richmar Florist, Right Time HVAC, and Relodyne. More coming. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Rooms to let 50 cents.
Guess how fast you're going now? I don't care, I'm having a baby. 105 miles an hour, you believe that?
Was that from Ricky Bobby?
It was.
Talladega Nights? Gary
Opening
Cole.
scene.
Thought it might have been from Cars with Lightning McQueen.
Could have been.
Dr. Crane, did you go to that movie? Did your dad take you to see Lightning McQueen?
No, I actually went to Ratatouille, I think, the year after. Because that movie came out in, 04, 05, and then Ratatouille came out in 06.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Ratatouille has nothing to do with cars, so.
Well, it was one of those Disney Pixar movies. I just think it's well above its time.
gotcha.
That's just where I'm at.
Who was the food guy that passed away a few years ago? Traveled the world on CNN. What was his name?
Oh, Anthony Bourdain.
And yeah, he said Ratatouille was the greatest movie ever made about a chef because the minor details that Pixar put in there about oven burns on your hand and this way things were in the kitchen, said it was the greatest movie about a chef and cooking that's ever been made.
I believe it. I mean, I'm a big fan of it.
Ratatouille. Interesting. I'm kind of having fun now looking through like all the college football rumors because, with a lot of the head coaches set, now they're getting their staffs put together. Chip Kelly rumored to be going to Georgia Tech as the offensive coordinator.
At some point, you just want to go and sit on the beach for a year.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting paid by enough people. You would think.
I mean, he won a national championship last year at Ohio State.
Yep.
Goes to the Raiders. You get bounced out after 10 games.
Yeah, because he and Pete didn't get along.
Right. I mean, he's been everywhere. I mean, Oregon, Philadelphia, UCLA, Ohio State, Raiders. Now,
Yeah.
boom. I wish Georgia Tech would bring back the triple option they had under Paul Johnson. That was so much fun to watch. Nobody could stop him.
Yeah.
And yet they had one of the greatest receivers of all time on that team in Calvin Johnson.
Yep.
Crazy, man.
He might be. Is he the greatest college receiver?
Ever?
Yeah.
No.
Who do you say is ever?
Anthony Carter at Michigan in the late 70s, 80s. He's the greatest college receiver ever.
Okay.
That's what I think.
That's fair.
And then, I mean, Carl Pickens, and when he was with the UT,
Yeah.
Carl Pickens was amazing. 89, 90, 91. He couldn't stop him.
Let's get Chris Sanders on to talk about Carl Pickens.
All right. $5 million. Sit around and say, throw me the ball. That's a great, simple question. The greatest college football receiver. Because oftentimes we're like, well, what do you do in the pros?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what he did in the pros.
Well, because, I mean, you could do that with every position. I mean, a lot of people would say, now maybe it's Burrow now, but at one time, people would say the greatest college quarterback of all time was Tim Tebow.
There's not a doubt in my mind. Tim Tebow was the greatest college quarterback of all time. Don't come at me with stats. Don't come at me with how many touchdown passes. I don't care.
Yeah.
He was the greatest college quarterback of all time.
The first time I saw him do that jump pass with Florida, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then now you see it, everywhere. But he
was the first one to Hernandez. If I remember correctly, Hernandez
it was him or Riley Cooper.
Riley Cooper, I think that's who it was. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
So he's the greatest. I still think he's the greatest quarterback. I think Anthony. It's all opinion based, right?
Sure.
I think Anthony Carter in the late 70s for Michigan was. I mean, you couldn't stop him. You knew he was going to run in route. You could not stop him.
Running back Herschel.
Oh my gosh, that's really a tough one throughout history. Jim Brown was so good at Syracuse, but again, the game evolved. So I think maybe errors why you look.
I mean, there's probably a few on running backs because, like, Herschel was really good at Georgia. I mean, Barry Sanders was really good at Oklahoma State.
Right.
Who was at SMU?
Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson.
That's the thing. I mean, there's so many. Like, to me, Bo Jackson.
Bo.
Because I saw Bo play. I'm like, holy hell.
Yeah.
So Bo was up there, but that's again.
I mean, Eddie was really good at Ohio State.
He was, but give me Eddie was good for that 1 year in '95. Was great.
Yeah.
And deserved the Heisman Trophy. But give me a career. Give me at least 3 years to show. Herschel
Reggie
was great.
Bush.
Reggie Bush was good. I mean, they're really good. I mean, so it's tough to define. But if you had to give me one running back, I'd go Bo Jackson. I'd go Bo all day.
7279 says Calvin Johnson predates Paul Johnson. He didn't run.
Oh, my bad.
He didn't play in the triple.
Okay,
offense.
my bad.
Yeah, I forgot who his coach would have been.
I don't remember.
In fact, hang on. All right. So when was he there?
Mid 2000s, right?
Yeah, Calvin Johnson. He's 40, by the way. He was 04 to 06 at Georgia Tech.
I do not remember who the coach was then. When you say it, I'll probably be like, oh, God, that was so easy. But
Chan Gailey.
I'll be daggone. What was Chan's last year at Georgia Tech?
It was 07 because Paul Johnson came in 08.
Okay, my bad.
Yep.
Chan Gailey, former Samford University football coach, Cowboys head coach.
Yep. Packers coordinator. Is that right?
I don't remember. I don't know. You bounce around so much, but I wouldn't take. I mean, Calvin to me was great in college, but
Patrick Nix was the offensive coordinator.
is that Bo Nix's dad?
Maybe. I don't. Yeah, might be.
He might have been.
Didn't Wiz coach there?
Yeah, he played there.
I know he played there, but I think he coached there too.
Maybe for 1 year,
Yeah.
starting out.
Chan Gailey's first offensive coordinator at Georgia Tech in 2002 was everybody's favorite Bill O'Brien.
Oh my gosh,
All these coaches, man.
we go on and on and on. But yeah, I mean that's a great sitting around a bar debate about greatest quarterback, running back, receiver. You know, I mean, you could like lump it in like who's the greatest college football defensive player of all time? Blanket all 11 positions. Who's the greatest one? Charles Woodson's pretty damn good. I know y'all like, well, Manning should have won the Heisman Trophy. I get that, but Charles Woodson,
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Derek Mason, you probably saw it firsthand. I mean, Woodson was a beast at Michigan in the mid. I mean, Tom Brady called him the greatest defensive player he ever seen in college.
Yeah,
because he was so good.
Yeah.
Mine is favorite. I think Hugh Green for the Pittsburgh Panthers, played with Marino for a year, was the greatest defensive player I have.
Matt from Paris says Kellen Winslow from Miami for greatest tight end. Is that senior? Junior?
He was good, but I can't help but think what happened off the field with him. But he was good. He was just
tight end's an interesting one. Who is? I mean,
well, who they named the award after?
Dicka.
John Mackey.
Oh, Mackey.
John Mackey was probably the best college tight end of all time.
1178 says Ricky Williams at Texas.
Great.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
But
I feel like there's a lot of running backs.
Well, sure there is. Sure there is. I mean, Heisman. I mean, Ron Dane in '99 at Wisconsin was great, but he was great for that. But I'm talking over a career.
How many running backs have won the Heisman?
Gosh, I don't know, man. Who's the last running back to win the Heisman?
Reggie, maybe.
04? 05? 04, yeah. Or
Derrick
05.
Henry?
Oh, God. Thank you, Dr. Crane.
That's the problem. We got so bogged down.
My God.
Quarterbacks.
How did we not know? 2015. So 10 years.
Okay. Before that? I can't remember. 14 was Mariota. 13 was Winston.
Mark
12,
Ingram.
Mark Ingram in 09.
But see, I forget about him too. And then Reggie in 05.
Reggie in 05.
So let's see. The last last year, Travis Hunter is a dual threat.
Right.
Devontae Smith in 2020, the wide receiver. Derek in 2015. Mark Ingram. Reggie in 05.
What about that 03 Heisman Trophy winner?
Jason White.
Former retired as a Titan.
Yeah. 1999, Ron Dane.
From
Before
Wisconsin.
Reggie. But it was 2 in a row for a running back. 98, Ricky Williams, and then 97, Charles Woodson. So there were 3 straight years it wasn't a quarterback.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like
Rashawn Salam in 94, Eddie in 95.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
Charlie Ward, 93, 92. 92 was a problem for me because Gino Torretta won on a team. He was the quarterback on the best team in the country. That didn't win the national championship. Alabama beat him, but he just got the award because he was the quarterback on the best team.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have been that way. There's others that probably
Who was the coach at Miami?
That was Dennis Erickson.
Mm.
That should have done it. And that's why we argue about Pavia, right? The value Diego Pavia has to his football team, and we've discussed this and argued this and debated this, is unlike any other player in the country right now. You take him off that team, Vanderbilt's 5-7. I'm telling you.
Yep.
You take Mendoza off Indiana, they're probably 9-2 or 9-3, maybe 10-2. He's a good quarterback, right? But the value that Diego Pavia had on the Vanderbilt football team is unlike any player in the country. He'll come in second on Saturday, and I get it because they'll give him Indiana. Quarterback will get it, but that's why Pavia is in New York. That's why Pavia is going to be up there Saturday night. I think he comes in second, but his value, then you go back and compare something like Gino Torretta, 92, who just basically handed the ball off and threw to good receivers.
Okay, well, I got a question to ask you on that, along those lines. We'll
Sure,
do that
pal.
next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. We're here at Duncan, in the Capitol View area, 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Nashville. Bring us a stuffed toy for the Nashville Children's Alliance. Here's a crazy one. 2349 says a running back has won the Heisman every single year that has ended in the number 5, except for this year. That stat has been going on for 80 years. It started with the first Heisman winner in 1935, which was Jay Berwanger from Chicago, was a halfback. Doc Blanchard, you loved him back at Army, fullback in
Nobody
1945.
ran up the 2-hole like Dr. Blanchard.
55 was Howard Cassidy at Ohio State. 65, Mike Garrett from USC. 75 was Archie Griffin. 85 was Bo Jackson. 95 was Edward George. 05 was Reggie Bush. And then 2015 was Derrick Henry.
Pretty cool little,
That is a cool stat.
interesting little tidbit.
I mean, I guess Jeremiah Love could shock everybody and win it this year, but I don't think that's going to happen.
If he shows up.
If he shows up. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Funny, they'll show up for the Heisman Trophy, but won't show up for a bowl game.
So,
How dare you talk about Notre Dame that way?
so with the Heisman, okay, let's say Diego Pavia wins it, right?
Yeah, baby.
Because for us, obviously, we'll remember it forever because you went to Vanderbilt. But thinking of this in broad terms, because like you asked me, like 2003, Jason White won it. I bet you if you asked somebody on the street, they would be like, I have no idea.
Correct. Yeah.
Like, let's see. Let me just, I'm gonna throw some random ones.
Okay.
Let's just see how good JoJo really is.
All right.
2008.
That would have been, that's Sam Bradford?
That is Sam Bradford.
Okay.
I feel like pretty known, but you may have to think about it for a second. 2006.
Troy Smith.
That one I think people would have to think about.
Yeah.
We mentioned Jason White. 2001, Eric Crouch. That's
Nebraska.
yeah,
Pretty damn good quarterback.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Let me give you another one. Just a moment. 1990.
That would have been Ty Detmer.
That is correct.
Right.
But I think most people would not know that.
Yeah, I mean, that was
And the year before.
Andre Ware,
Yeah.
89. Andre Ware did the run and shoot. Couldn't be stopped. They were great.
87.
Tim Brown.
Okay.
Tim
That's
Brown
quick.
was, I think he was on a 6-5 Notre Dame team. They weren't very good, but he was pretty much a badass at Notre Dame. You couldn't stop him.
83.
That would be Mike Rozier, Nebraska. They rolled. That was a good team in Nebraska. They should have won the national championship, but Miami beat them 31-30 in the Orange Bowl.
79.
Charles White.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, that was one of my teammates, the USC guy. Couldn't stop him in practice. He just ran over us.
80.
80 was George Rogers. 80 is the one that makes me mad.
Okay.
George Rogers was good, but Hugh Green at Pittsburgh was the greatest defensive player I think I've ever seen on film, tape in college. I mean, Reggie White was really good. Hugh Green was a little bit better than Reggie White.
Okay. 73.
John Capoletti.
Yes.
There's a great movie called, you should watch it, pal, called Something for Joy. His brother had cancer.
Okay.
And his brother's name, how did your face change?
I was like, okay. I'm impressed that you know this.
When you have no life, you know things like that. So his brother had cancer. And he passed away. And so the movie's called Something for Joy. And I'm telling you, watch
For
it.
Joey.
Joey, yeah.
Okay.
It will, how do I say it?
I thought you were saying joy.
Yeah.
I was like,
no,
who's
not
Joey?
this. For Joey. Yeah, for Joey. There we go. And I'm telling you, watch it over the holidays, and it will drive the importance of what family means even more home. It's a heartbreaking. I mean, it's a heartbreaking story. And Capoletti won the Heisman.
1971.
Is that Terry Rogers?
No.
Nebraska?
No. Johnny Rogers in 72.
Johnny Rogers. Okay, I'm sorry. Is it Plunkett?
Nope.
That's 70, right?
Yep.
71.
Ooh, I may have stumped him.
Steve Owens?
Nope.
All right, hold on. Don't get me
69.
here. Yeah, nice. 70. Was Plunkett 70?
Correct.
All right. 72 was Johnny Rogers. 70. Terry Baker?
Nope.
I don't know.
You want the school?
Yeah.
Auburn.
Oh, damn it. Pat Sullivan.
Yep.
Should know that, Joe. When was Terry Baker at Oregon State? 68?
Terry Baker? I don't think he won it.
Was there an Oregon State quarterback that won it? Right through there, like 67, 68.
Oh, he was 62.
62. All right. What did
Yeah.
Spurrier win it? What year was that?
Spurrier won in 66.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Back, I mean, it was different back then. I mean, you didn't have a lot of the tape of these guys. I mean, you didn't see Spurrier's games. Now, you put me see all 12 of Pavia's games. By the way, when we come back, can I do something about Diego Pavia that I want to tell people?
Yeah.
Right? That is really that you look at this. There's something I want to tell you about Diego Pavia.
Okay, we'll do that coming up next. Chasing Big Joe live at Duncan, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 2, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. We're live at Duncan, 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Nashville. You can stop by with a stuffed toy, donate it to a child this holiday season. We've teamed up with the Nashville Children's Alliance, so we're helping them out. And again, you come by, you drop off a stuffed toy. You can also register to win a 4-pack of tickets to the all-inclusive 501 Club at Bridgestone Arena to our Preds home game. And I want to give a big shout out to the Metro Nashville Police Department, the Catalano Group, the Bluemont Group, Family Leisure, Thompson Machinery, Richmar Florist, Right Time HVAC, and Relodyne for all of their help. You can go to thegamenashville.com/toy for more information of where you can drop off a stuffed toy.
Well done. All right, so the Heisman Trophy is on Saturday, and we pretty much know that the Indiana quarterback is probably going to win. That's fine, whatever. But Diego Pavia is there at second. Let me for just a moment. Diego Pavia, listen, I got a text the other day from a guy that plays in the NAIA school, and he's like, I want to move up and play Division I. What should I do? Gave him 4 or 5 things. Coaches reach out to and everything. He's like, I didn't get any offers out of high school. I had an NAIA route to get there. So Diego Pavia, right, got zero stars, 0 recruiting. In fact, only 2 schools offered him partial scholarships, and they were 2 Division II schools, Western Colorado and Western New Mexico, right? They don't want to play quarterback because he's too small. Goes New Mexico Military Institute, does really well there, gets 1 offer to Mexico State, and we know the rest of the story. So I go this to say, don't let somebody define you if you don't meet their qualifications. Right? If you don't like a 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, it doesn't matter, right? Everybody told Diego Pavia to stop. Don't play. You can't do it. There's one person that told Diego Pavia that he could do it. You know who it is?
Jerry Kill?
Diego Pavia.
Well, him.
Right? So when you're out there like, well, I can't do this, people are going to tell you, no, you can't do this all the time, right? And I don't give a damn if you like Pavia or not. I really don't care. All his antics off the field, I don't care. On the field, everybody told him no, that you can't do this. Saturday night, he's on the stage, which he's in line for. The greatest college award there is the Heisman Trophy. It's one of the best awards around anything, but it's the greatest college award. He's on the stage Saturday night. So don't let somebody tell you no, that you can't do something because you don't meet the height or weight or fast or speed or whatever. He's up there because he didn't quit. And we tell you all the time, don't quit at something. I don't care if you're a stand-up comedian or you've got an art exhibit happening or you're doing this and people tell you to quit. Nobody shows up. Don't quit. Tom Brady gives a great speech. When he went to Michigan, he was the 7th quarterback on the roster. 7th. He goes to New England. He's the 4th, right? Brady's like, I wouldn't bet anybody else. I just refuse to quit. So let the Diego Pavia Saturday night, look at him for how he got there. Don't look at his antics off the field. Again, I don't care what you think about that. But the fact that he sits there on the stage Saturday night in New York City because he refused to quit and listen to people say, you can't do something.
Yep.
Good for you, Diego Pavia. You've already won, my man. You've already won. And whatever you do in life.
I agree with you 100%. I'll say this, though, because I think anytime there's a situation like this, it's a good time to say this. Don't ever lose that. Stay humble. I mean, yes, he's getting more notoriety now. He's going to New York. He's tight with Theo Vaughn. But remember what got you to the dance. Remember the hard work you put in. Remember the people that supported you. I always like using the phrase because, our friend Jeremy Benefield used this with me. Remember the fingers and toes you step on going up the ladder are connected to the ass you got to kiss coming back down.
Yeah.
And there's some people we know that are throwing stones and probably going to be kissing some ass soon. But, it's just like.
I didn't know. Pavia, I didn't know he committed to Nevada.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yep. He called Diego Pavia, verbally committed to play for Nevada, called Tim Beck to let him know. A few minutes later, with Pavia still on the campus, Jerry Kill called to tell Pavia that he's going to Vanderbilt, and they expect to see Pavia go with it. And there you have it. in Pavia. Next thing you know, he's at Vanderbilt with
Yep.
Jerry Kill and Tim Beck and making it happen. I think it's a good story. I really, if he does, I don't think he wins Saturday. I think he should win. I don't think he will win, but he's on that stage up there because he refused to quit. And there's a larger story here with all that. But you're right. Stay humble, know where you come from, do the hard work and all that stuff, and it paid off. But zero. Cam Ward got 0 stars, 0 everything. You'll never make it. I love those stories, man. Brady's the same way. You'll never make it. Just don't even waste your time. And then look what happened.
5963 on our Heisman conversation. I want to see what you think about this. He says 95 should have been Tommy Frazier, highway robbery.
Well, that's a good one. And I can't believe Frazier never won that. And that's the whole thing of Nebraska's team was so good in 95, was so good in 94 that people.
Did they win the
overlooked that.
championship in 95?
Yeah. 94 and 85.
Yeah.
Yep. Florida State won in 93, and then Nebraska won it 94, 95, Florida 96, Florida State it was Nebraska and Michigan in 97. Florida won it 96.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of guys, Frazier was really good, man. Really good. One of the best.
Is. He's one of the best producers
He is.
we have. So
Thank you,
good
guys.
job, Nick.
Much
Well
appreciated.
done, Nick. Proud of you, buddy.
Hey, take every day 1% better.
Thank
That's
you.
all.
That's right. I like it.
It's like what was James Franklin? 6 seconds. I mean, what sports cliche drives you? That drove me crazy. 6 seconds at a time.
I did like his. We're just trying to go 1-0 every week. I did like that.
Such a default.
I know, but I get the meaning behind it.
Well, he stopped doing we got be strong for 6 seconds.
Yeah,
That's what she said. And that was that didn't last. That ended pretty quickly when he was trying to throw that out there. I mean, 6 seconds because every play is like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Give me everything you got for 6 seconds. Again, that's what she said. And so on. But yeah, those are that. But I didn't find Franklin's cliches really worth anything.
615-737-1025. We'll get back to the phones and our question of the day. Coming up next, Chase and Big Joe live at Duncan in Capitol View, 1025 The Game.
All right, welcome back into the Chase and Big Joe show, live today down at Dunkin' Donuts on the corner of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and what's that right there? 11th Avenue, right on the corner. Come by. So many people. Buckethead came by and dropped off a bunch of presents today. So come by. We'll be here until 6 o'clock tonight. Haley from our sister station, The Buzz, will be here at 3 o'clock as well. So if you got toys, you're down here, please drop them off. We were overflowing all week at the locations in Brentwood, East Nashville, yesterday in Lebanon, and today downtown. Tomorrow we'll be out in Mount Juliet. Hello, Wilson County. So stop by any Dunkin' this week for us and come see us, the Dunkin' Donuts out there. And I guess they dropped the donuts part of that, right? I guess just Dunkin' now with the apostrophe on the end, whatever you call that. So come by and see us tomorrow. We'll be at Mount Juliet that as well. Some news in the NFL. TJ Watt was taken to the hospital this morning for a lung evaluation after experiencing discomfort at practice on Wednesday. The status for Monday's game against the Dolphins is in question. So I hope that TJ Watt is okay with that. It's scary when it's something that's usually it's not like a knee or an ankle or shoulder, but something like that. So hopefully TJ Watt will be healed back on the field Monday. We got football tonight. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Atlanta Falcons tonight. And the Falcons tweeted out today they're wearing the red helmets, which I don't understand why they're not wearing the red helmets all the time. Did you see the Patriots last week? I forget who they're playing before the bye week. It was the night game. The Jets, maybe. I mean, the Giants. Thank you. Why would you not wear those jerseys all the time? When you compare the current Patriots jerseys to those back then with Pat Patriot, it's night and day. They are so much better looking. The Falcon, we have this discussion. Chase and I had this all the time about vintage jerseys. Why do the Buccaneers not go back to the creamsicle? They just – and like, well, when they wore those, they weren't very good. That has nothing to do with what's happening now. They just look good. And that's a good jersey and a good uniform. We do the same thing with the Eagles and the Kelly Green. Like, the Eagles uniforms now are okay. But you put those Kelly Green uniforms on, I mean, it's emotional. It's nostalgia. You go back in time thinking, oh, man, that's really cool. I'll watch that game with my grandpa or my dad or whatever. And then the Seahawks. Why the Seahawks don't go back to that is beyond me. And they look really good. And some of these, I know Chase and I have argued about the Cowboys. I like the vintage Cowboys when it's the ones they wore in the 90s. The ones now, I'm not getting to that. But the ones they wore back then are fantastic. And the old Rams, I mean, there's a lot of things.
What about the Cowboys? I
don't like these jerseys, the white helmet and the blue star. I don't like that.
Well, that is a throwback.
But I like what they wore in the 90s.
Well,
I like those.
The silver.
To me, those are iconic Cowboys. I know, but I want to see those. I like those. Those are good.
They only wear the white helmet with the white shoulders or the blue shoulders on like Thanksgiving, and they may wear it next week at Christmas.
Oh, they're on another – I think they're playing again this Sunday night, right? So they're on TV again.
They are, yes. And then they're on Christmas.
It's just
America's team, baby.
It's the Cowboys. It's the
Chiefs.
Chiefs won't be on that national stage next year.
No.
All right, done. But anyway, it's the jersey thing tonight. So if the Falcons could wear the red jersey tonight with the red helmets, I'm in. I just don't understand why you will not go back to those looks. They're so iconic. And I think I'm leaving out like the Dolphins, right? They made the dolphin on the helmet look like he's going to a Broadway play, right? So make him mean again and put the helmet on, but he's going to fight you. I want that dolphin. I want the Dolphins going to be mean. Give me that guy. And there's a few other jerseys as well around the league that just should go back, like the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, just go back to the old ones. It's not that hard to do that.
Well, I'm telling you, the NFL could make a ton of money if they did a true throwback weekend where the TV partners get involved, give me like old 90s graphics and score bugs and, the refs dress in the old stripes and, you have all the throwback uniforms. And you could do like NASCAR does and pick for a couple of years you could do the 80s and then a couple of years you could do the 90s or you could do the 70s. Like, I mean, you can pick the era, but, have the Patriots with the old Pat Patriot and the red unis and, what you'd have to decide for teams like the Titans, do you go Oilers or do you go 90s Titans? I would like to see the 99 uniforms again.
Yeah,
and do
yeah.
that.
I think
But
we're done with the Oilers.
I think for a while, probably.
Be done
But
with that stuff.
Are they the only team that's moved and actually changed names? Kansas City, they were the Dallas Texans.
Yeah.
New York Titans then became the Jets.
Colts became the Colts.
Yeah. Well, the old Browns became the Ravens, but then the Browns came back.
And kept the stats.
Yeah.
I guess so, right? I mean,
Rams just moved cities. Raiders just moved cities.
Cardinals moved. Cardinals were
Chicago, St. Louis, and then
Arizona. Phoenix, and then Arizona.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah. Those are things that because we leave one out. Not really, no. Move-wise.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, all right. So anyway, Atlanta, Tampa tonight.
Chargers actually were in LA, then San Diego, and then back to LA.
That's right. And so we got the Falcons and the Bucks tonight, and that's a big game for the Bucks if they want to win.
Yeah,
because they have the Panthers next week, and then they finish the season. That's a fun division to watch because out of nowhere the Panthers have shown up and said, "Hey, we're going to play and ruin everybody's party," and then Atlanta has melted down. They're terrible.
Let's go back to the phones. Clay wants to talk some Commodores and probably heard that Cowboys as well. What's up, Clay?
I love it.
You got to be feeling good.
I'm feeling pretty good. Now, Chase, I need to talk to you for a second. Big Joe has scared me away from being present at any of y'all's remotes. I texted him the other day, and he said he texted me back to stay away.
Who texted you? Joe texted you to stay away?
I texted him saying I was going to show up, and he said stay away.
Oh, well, if you're going to bring toys, I mean, that's okay.
No, anyway, I'm very serious about what I'm about to say, because look at Indiana, and Indiana was basically as good, I guess last year, maybe, or close to as good last year as they are this year. And this surge with Vanderbilt, pretty much starts with, I guess, beating Alabama last year. But and I'm serious about this. How long do y'all think Vanderbilt has to keep up this momentum to get more respect nationally? Because I'm just tired of our program being judged by the past. I mean, it's time to move on.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you, Clay, but I think they are going to have to put it together consistently. I mean, they've done that back-to-back years, but now I think people are going to look, all right, Pavia's gone. Is Jared Curtis the answer as a true freshman, or, can they go to the portal and get another quarterback, like they had with Pavia, and this be able to be sustained? Because they do have a lot of guys that right now are slated to come back, but obviously you got to rebuild that offense with Diego Pavia. So if they can do that again, then yeah, I think the past does go away. But until then, people are going to be like, okay, keep showing me, and then I'll say you're not same old Vandy.
I mean, if you think about it, Diego Pavia has pretty much done exactly what he said he was going to do. And, I was against some of the off-the-field stuff, maybe back earlier in the season. But, the guy backs up everything he says. And if you're looking at just strictly numbers, who has the best numbers? Who means the most to their football team? The answer is Diego Pavia. I mean, I think the guy deserves to win this award. I really do. And, I mean, I just
100%, Clay.
I just want Vanderbilt to get the national respect they deserve.
Well, if they keep doing this, and I got to run on that, thanks, buddy. But if they keep doing this, then they will. I mean, that's just that's how it all works. I mean, you keep putting this consistently, and I think in the NIL era they can do that. Then it's going to change the narrative moving forward when it comes to Vanderbilt. Again, we're live today at the Duncan here at 1040. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Nashville. Bring a stuffed toy by for the Nashville Children's Alliance. We've had a few people come by. Buckethead came by earlier and dropped off a stuffed toy, so we appreciate that. It's for a great cause, and our thanks to Nashville, Metro Nashville Police Department, the Catalano Group, the Bluemont Group, Family Leisure, Thompson Machinery, Richmar Florist, Right Time HVAC, and Relodyne for all their support. Chase and Big Joe on this Thursday, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. Hope you're having a great day so far. Joe, welcome back.
Thanks, but I had to go out and talk to somebody about parking illegally
Insurance.
on the street. So you can't park there. And the guy was like, we're not parking it, we're abandoning it. And I was like, well, you can't do that either. So,
Yeah,
this is nice over here.
it is cool. Definitely have fixed this area up. Again, we're at 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in Nashville, the Capitol View area. I didn't even know Kid Rock had another place over here.
Yeah, this kitchen or what is
Yeah.
it, the steakhouse,
Yeah,
whatever. right down the
Detroit,
road.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was always the turn. If you ran the marathon, which we're doing, Chaser, have you started your training yet?
No.
Dr. Crane, come on, right?
5Ks.
We're doing the 5K.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I got my
Yeah, I
training.
got till
this
April.
morning.
Hear what he said? I got till April, right?
Yeah.
So April 18th, he's like, hey, we're a
Starts
week
today.
out, I'm going to start running. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, you know what? Thank you. Starts today. Listen, so the turn when you were doing the marathon in Capitol View down here is right here. So you make the right turn on MLK Junior Boulevard and head up to the Capitol. And so you'll be seeing this in April, Chase. You do this.
Even for the 5K?
Don't you worry about it, buddy.
I ain't doing more than a 5K.
You do what you're told.
No, I'm not doing more than a 5K
You'll do what you're told.
because I don't want to, like the heart, I worry about it.
No, why?
Because I'm out of shape.
I've done 16 of them. Me.
Okay.
Half marathon.
Well, I think I'm a
Me.
little more fat and out of shape than you are.
Probably not. You seen me lately? You can do that. It changes you in every way.
The greatest is going to be like somebody's going to get a video at the start finish line and you kind of see Dr. Crane from a distance and then you look again and he's got me on his shoulders.
Here's something that'll get you to the end. When you're done, they have a tent where you can drink beer
Yeah.
because you got to replace your calories that you lost when you were walking.
I'm just going to
the
fall
5K.
through I'm going to walk in and just fall through the table.
Got this. I'm telling you, man, you got this. And Michelle, one of our promotion staff members, she's like a pacer for like the marathon.
Oh.
So you could do pacer and a chaser. You could do that.
We'll get a
So
runner's high
you could
chase. You'll be
do.
all right.
I'm telling you, man, you'll be fine.
No, that'll
You'll
just be my heart, saying like I'm done.
It's not. You could again. If I can do it, Dr. Crane can do it. You could do the marathon, the 5K in April. You can do it. Remember, it started out just a marathon, then
We're
a
gonna
half
do-
marathon.
We're
That's
gonna
5K.
do the 5K.
3.1 miles. You could do that. You could fast walk, and you do it. It's 3.1 miles, and you're done. You get it done. It's easy. I'm proud. I'm telling you, we'll get this.
Yeah.
We'll dress you
start
up like
training this
Andy
week.
Bernard, make sure everything's covered that won't bleed, and you'll be good to go.
That's right. I'm telling you, you'll be perfect and ready to go.
Ricky's having fun at my expense, and
Well,
he can end it.
let's see
That's
Ricky. Let's see Ricky run.
Yeah,
this.
come on, Ricky. you
Ricky
want
gets started.
to give me crap? You get yourself out here and run this half marathon.
Yeah. So it's all good, man.
And a lot of people want to hide behind, text message and YouTube and talk that crap. So
Yeah,
Just
Ricky,
run
don't be
the
a keyboard
marathon. Run the
warrior,
5K.
buddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Ricky's good at doing all that.
I'm gonna. I look. We'll start with the 5K and then go up.
No, we're worried about the 5K. That's it.
That's
all
what
we're
I'm
doing.
saying.
We're
That's
not
what I'm
worried
saying.
about anything beyond that.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody, because here's the best way to get me to not do anything. Bug me about doing more.
Well,
Otherwise, I won't do it.
you do this. So
I'll do the
Ricky-
5K. Just leave me alone on anything else. So.
By the way, I have the top 10 most hopeless franchises in U.S. sports. You know who number one is?
Tennessee Titans.
They didn't even make the top 10.
Oh, good.
Number one. The number one most hopeless, it's a football team.
Cleveland Browns.
No, they're third. They've
Hopeless?
actually been to the playoffs before this other team has.
Oh, the Raiders.
Nope. Raiders been to the playoff in 19, was it, or 21?
Oh, yeah.
When it was? This team has not been to the playoffs since 2009, I think it is. And their winning percentage this decade is 29%.
The Jets?
The Jets. That a
Wow.
boy, Chaser.
Had to think about that.
Number 2 most hapless franchise is a basketball team.
Basketball team. When was the last time they were in the playoffs?
It doesn't say. Their winning percentage this decade's 35%. They've never won a title. They've been around 37 years. Their uniforms were designed by Alexander Julian back in the day. They had very beautiful uniforms.
Charlotte?
My man, Charlotte, yeah. Hockey. What's the most hapless, hopeless hockey franchise?
Buffalo Sabres.
Killing it, brother. Killing it. I told you Colorado was number 5. Basketball, the number 2 most worthless basketball franchise. They haven't won a title in 47 years. Their winning percentage this decade's 33%. And their old name was better than this name.
The Washington Wizards.
Killing it, Chaser. Killing it.
Formerly known as the Washington Bullets.
That's right. Number 9, the most hapless U.S. franchise, another hockey team. They have not won a title in 25 years. Preds never won one either, but their winning percentage this decade's 42%.
Haven't won. Toronto Maple Leaf. No, wait, you said U.S. 25 years.
They've never won. Winning percentage 42%.
They've never won one?
Never won a Stanley Cup.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
Bingo. Look at you, man. You know all the hapless franchises. And the last one to round out is the New Orleans Pelicans. Have not done anything. So
All right, so give me the full top 10.
Number 10, Pelicans, Blue Jackets, Cardinals at 8, Pirates at 7, 6, the Wizards, 5, Rockies, 4, Sabres, 3, Browns, 2, Hornets, number 1, the New York Jets have not won a title in 50
The Cardinals at 8. The Arizona Cardinals?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Because I was like, St. Louis is one.
Yeah, so you got 3 football on there. Arizona's just that's a hapless.
And the Titans aren't on that list?
No, they've actually been.
I
bunch
mean,
of
if you look at
games.
the winning percentage, it's actually not terrible.
Yeah, so that's what kind of puts you at the top, but like the Vikings. I think the Vikings are a hapless franchise. The Timberwolves are a hapless franchise. I just think being a fan of the Vikings would drive me crazy. God bless every one of you Vikings fans. The 4 Super Bowls, you've had good teams, not great teams. The Bears have been better. The Packers were better. Now the Lions are better than you, and you're having a terrible season. But that's just one of those things, man.
615-737-1025. Greg Wyshynski going to join us at 2 o'clock. We'll have more coming up next here on Chasing Big Joe live at Duncan in Capitol View, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. Hanging out at the Dunkin' downtown in the Capitol View area, 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in Nashville. Stop by with a stuffed toy and help us out with the Nashville Children's Alliance. We've had a few people come in and drop them in the bin. Been very, very cool.
It's always good to see people come down here and give toys and make kids smile and all that. So really appreciate everybody stop by. Look, they stopped by in Brentwood. They stopped by East Nashville and Gallatin Road. Lebanon yesterday, today down here in Capitol View. Tomorrow will be up in Mount Juliet. So come by and say hi for all this. It's official. Tennessee Vols have added Jim Knowles, a 3-year deal as your defensive coordinator. Mendoza has been named the AP Player of the Year. These all just came out a little while ago in college football. And for some reason, Texas A&M's defensive coordinator is leaving there to go to Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either, but good for him, I guess.
Maybe he's named assistant head coach, and there's some things you could add part of that. So I'm good for that. I'm trying to see where Mendoza won the AP Player of the Year. Where did Diego Pavia come in after that? And again, I think Mendoza won it. He beat out the Heisman Trophy guys. Pavia came in second. Mendoza received 32 of 51 first-place votes from a nationwide panel of media members. Pavia got 9 to lead the rest of the group, which also included Jacob Rodriguez of Texas Tech, who was an absolute monster on the football field. So I just think Mendoza winning the other night with that pass to Charlie Becker that sealed the win for Indiana, got him the Heisman Trophy, and Pavia will come in second. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too, but I mean, I don't think you're going to be.
Yeah. So you beat the number 1 team on that weekend. Everybody watching the way you did it with the pass and everything else went on, and that weird post-game interview you did. But that's unique. I mean, that's your personality, that's your style. So embrace that and have fun. So Pavia came in second player of the year. But we're sitting there talking. 2 years ago, we're sitting there. No, not even 2 years ago. August of 24, you and I are talking. Clark Lee, hot seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they were awful 3 years. And then now he is the 2-time SEC coach of the year.
He might win the national coach of the year.
I think Kurt gets it.
Signetti? Yeah, probably. But he might. He's up for it.
And to me, the Pavia thing is great and it's wonderful and just crazy. But what Signetti's done in Indiana is the greatest turnaround of a college football program ever. I did not know they had the second most losses in FBS, Indiana.
I believe that. You know what would be crazy is if Indiana runs the table and wins the whole thing this year and wins a national championship in football before – I mean, when was the last time a basketball school won a natty in football? Ever?
What do you mean?
Like, Indiana was always considered a basketball school.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
And I mean, I still, even though they haven't been at that level in a while, but Florida's considered a football school.
Yep.
That has won national championships in basketball.
06, 07, and 25.
Right. It's never been the other way around.
No. Yeah.
Has a basketball heavy school won the national championship in football? No.
Indiana last one in 87. They beat Keith Smart hit the shot. They beat Syracuse in 87. 181. No, I mean, you go back national. No,
but
right.
Football. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think of all the teams who won the national championship. No. Now, what do you define a basketball? Duke, Kentucky.
Yeah, the basketball blue bloods. UConn,
North Carolina.
Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, UConn.
That's about it.
I mean, yeah. Indiana.
Kansas.
I'd consider them.
UCLA.
At one time. Syracuse, maybe. Who am I missing?
UConn.
Any of the Catholic schools?
That's a Dr. Crane answer for you.
I mean,
no. Georgetown. I mean, I go back Big East, nothing that along those lines, but no. be considered a basketball.
According to Google, Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, Kansas, UCLA, with Indiana and UConn often added to the list.
Indiana should absolutely be on that list.
Yeah.
So could UConn when they get it done.
Arizona? Arizona in the last few years has been good, but
They won a title in '97. They beat Kentucky in overtime. Ron Mercer in overtime back then. So, but the job he's done, I mean, he's just amazing. It's the greatest turnaround in college football history. The greatest turnaround. Nothing comes close.
yeah. Oh, I agree.
I mean, they losing. Our buddy, our good buddy Sudzo played at Indiana. Probably should get him on. Should have gotten him on.
That'd be fun.
He's back there. I mean, so they've never been mentioned for anything on this level, and now here they are, probably with a great shot to win the national championship. I mean, do you think they win the national championship?
No. You know who I actually think is going to win it? And if you had asked me this 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't have said this school. But I just got this weird feeling.
I'm going to run it down real quick and see if we have the same one. All right, go ahead.
Georgia. Yep. I just have a funny feeling that Kirby walked into the room and go, all right, boys, let's go. And they all knew, like, up a notch.
Punished Georgia Tech. Now, they didn't beat them by 80 points. They knocked them around. They knocked Alabama around, and they lost one game to Alabama, which they probably should have won back in early October. I think they're the best team. I think they're the ones that are going to go all the way.
I'm with you on that. 8905 says Michigan State. Michigan State has definitely become more of a basketball school than a football school in the last few years, but I wouldn't consider them a blue blood.
The last time they won it was 2000 with Mateen Cleaves. They were favored to win it in 2016, and something happened on the way to the dance that day.
What was that one?
Middle Tennessee beat
Oh,
them,
that's right.
which is still considered, according to the brackets that were made, the greatest upset, even more so of a 16-1 in tournament history. Like 99.3% of the people had Michigan State beating Middle and going all the way and getting it done. And that was, according to you little analytic nerds, that's the greatest upset of all time. Basketball.
3570 does make a good point. Most people consider Florida a football school, but they are the only school in the country with 3 football and 3 basketball national championships.
True, 96, 06, and 08. And then 3 with basketball, 06, 07, and 25.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a. Greg Pogue says Michigan State is now a basketball school with multiple football national championships, but none in the last 50 years.
Michigan
State.
should say.
Yeah, Michigan won 2 years ago in football. When was the last basketball?
89.
And then weren't they in the Final Four a few years ago?
All gone, brother.
Well, that I know the Fab Five, but I'm talking since then.
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like they were since then. See, that's the thing.
I had no idea Juwan Howard was gone. And the coach from FAU's there now. I had no idea. I don't follow college basketball like I used to. But
David Jane says 2013 versus Louisville.
That's right, in the final.
But isn't that one gone too?
Well, Louisville's
Because of Louisville?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, I believe it is too, Nick.
All right. If anybody has a hot mocha, just splash it onto Joe's head. That'd be great.
Oh, that's
okay.
weird.
All right. Let's see. Can you name, starting in 2015, the basketball national champions?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. 15. 14 was Connecticut.
Correct.
15, I don't know.
Duke.
Okay.
It's 2016.
Villanova.
Correct. 2017.
North Carolina.
Correct. 2018.
Villanova.
Correct. 2019.
Virginia.
Correct. Wasn't in 2020. 2021.
Baylor.
Yep. 22.
I don't know.
Kansas.
That's right.
23.
Don't know.
UConn. 24.
I don't know.
UConn. 25. Florida.
Okay. Yeah, because jackass coach at UConn.
Dan Hurley.
Yeah, flirted with the Lakers and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No, I mean, it's Now I go back to the 80s because that's where I live. Mentally, I'm still there every day. 81, 86 Louisville, 87 was Indiana, 88 was Kansas, 89 Michigan, 90 UNLV, 91 was Duke, 92 was Duke, 93 was Carolina, 94 was Arkansas, 95 was UCLA, and then I get stumped after that. Oh, 96 was Kentucky, 97 Arizona, 98 Kentucky, 99 UConn, 2000 Michigan State, 2001 Duke, 2002 was Maryland. They beat Indiana.
Yep.
2003 was Syracuse. Only time Jim Boeheim won one, and he had Carmelo Anthony on the team.
Yep.
04 was UConn.
Yep.
05 Carolina.
Yep.
06, 07 Florida.
Yep.
08 Memphis should have won, but they couldn't hit free throws. Kansas wins.
Yep.
09 was North Carolina. 10 was Duke.
Yep.
11 was UConn.
Yep.
12
But they beat the same team.
Butler.
Yep.
12 was Kentucky.
Yep.
13 vacated.
Yep.
And then on and on.
Do you remember 14?
Yeah, that was UConn.
UConn with who was the coach?
He's gone now.
Yep.
I forget it. Not Calhoun.
Kevin Ollie.
Kevin Ollie. Yeah. And he had when they won, it was like Ollie Oxenfree.
Is that what it was?
See, Chase, when you get to a point in your life where you have no friends, you just sit around and you read all day long.
You do have friends.
You'll
have
remember.
us.
You'll remember these obscure stats like this.
Real quick, Lance wants to weigh in on this. Lance, what's up?
Well, the only one that I can think of, and I wasn't alive then, is when Kentucky had a real good football coach. They were co-champions in 1950 for the national championship with Bear Bryant. And Kentucky got real smart and got rid of him. I'll hang up and listen.
Okay, thank you, Lance. Yeah, so he's credited with one at Kentucky.
No, I'm not. Did they win 50? Kentucky?
Do they claim one?
No, surely not. Right? Who was that guy's name? Lance. Damn it! Now you got to search in this thing.
Kentucky claims it.
In 1950.
Mm-hmm. Kentucky, coached by Bear Bryant, was 11-1 and defeated Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl. Kentucky claims the 1950 national championship based on its number one ranking in computer rankings released in 1990 by Jeff Sagarin. Kentucky quarterback Babe Pirelli tallied just over 1,600 passing yards and finished fourth in the Heisman voting.
I'll be that guy. We learn something new every day.
But Oklahoma is the AP.
They had 4 teams claim the national championship.
Oklahoma, Tennessee, Princeton, and Kentucky.
I'm surprised Alabama didn't throw their name in there. Auburn. Remember Auburn's thrown their name into a bunch of those?
Yeah.
In 1950.
Tennessee's only lost that year. They lost 7-0 in Starkville to Mississippi State.
I thought you were going to say Sewanee. Tennessee claims 51, too.
Kentucky's only lost that year was to number 9, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
All
right. We can revisionist history is the best history.
It's
folks.
the best. It is the best. Greg Wyshynski going to join us coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 3, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday. Again, live at Duncan here at 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Nashville, taking donations for the Nashville Children's Alliance stuffed toys. We have you all have done really great with this, bringing stuffed toys, and we appreciate it. Thanks to Nashville Metro Police Department, the Catalano Group, the Bluemont Group, Family Leisure, Thompson Machinery, Richmar Florist, Right Time HVAC, and Relodyne. We say hello now to our friend Greg Wyshynski from ESPN, senior NHL writer for them, presented by Old National Bank. Get old. Greg, it's never too early to talk trade deadline. I always love when you do the trade tiers, and you have done your first edition of that today on ESPN.com. How you doing?
I'm good, except like the entire trade board now just comes with the caveat, if this team isn't in the playoff hunt, if this one's not in the playoff hunt. I mean, like, there's so much parity in the NHL this year, Nashville included, that you have to approach this thing wondering, hey, listen, if this team lingers on and is close to a playoff spot come, say, January or February, this guy might not move. So it was a tricky one to build out of maybe a few players in Vancouver that could be on the move.
Well, it's funny, like you look at elite players with term, and there are 3 Predators on there with Jonathan Marchessault, Ryan O'Reilly, Steven Stamkos, and I have no pushback and don't disagree with you at all, but if this team continues to play like they have the last 2 weeks, they might make it interesting, and he won't, because I know that he won't, but I really want Barry Trotz to just look at everybody and go, I told you so, because he's going to end up looking pretty smart.
I mean, that'd be great, right? If they could put together a nice little streak and continue to play as effectively as they played recently. I mean, the other night where Nashville beat Colorado and Buffalo beat Edmonton, and I'm just like, that's hockey, baby. You never know what's going to come down the pike. Yeah, I mean, there's been an uptick. Obviously, I think the temperature has been turned down a little bit around this Nashville team, which is a good thing. But ultimately, Barry, the other question Barry has to answer is what the next few years for this franchise look like, and that's when you start getting into conversations about Stamkos and start getting into conversations about O'Reilly, who obviously lacks the trade protection that other players that I mentioned from Nashville have. And it's not as if teams around the league aren't going to stop calling, wondering about some of these guys. So it's that delicate balance. Because look, boys, I mean, like, despite the fact that Nashville's been playing better, they're still kind of a country mile away from a playoff spot right now because of how good the conference is, and that's really the tricky part.
Yeah, so when you look at a team like Nashville that's gotten on a little bit of a hot streak or a warm streak as of late, in your mind, what do they need to be, and at what point do they need to be, whatever that is, to start getting in the conversation of, hey, we're not looking to sell these assets, we'd actually might like to try to add?
Yeah, that's the question. Is how far back do they need to be? At what point in the season does it need to be? I mean, I think all the teams in the NHL are kind of anticipating the Olympic break as being a time to really sort of evaluate things, because then after the players get back from Italy, then it's a sprint to the trade deadline. So the fact that we have that Olympic break might mess with the scheduling, I think, of what we would typically see in an NHL season insofar as when trades happen. But I don't know. It's a question only Barry can answer. And listen, as I found out from him a few weeks ago when we chatted about the plight of the Predators, it may also be a question he's waiting to hear the answer from ownership. I mean, that was one of the big things about Andrew Brunette's fate, is that no one had basically put the pressure on Barry to make a change. So if, it comes down from a tier or two above him that they want to see the roster reshaped despite where the Predators are in the standings, then that might also be an influence on him.
Talking to Greg Wyshynski from ESPN.com. Greg, you're around the league. You talk to a lot of people. I mean, is Stamkos' name even mentioned in passing and being traded? Would any team want him at this salary?
Well, you see, you just tacked the caveat on at the end. I think teams would want him. You still see the
Right.
Stamkos. I was talking to Tyler Johnson, who was his teammate in Tampa Bay, in Tampa for a really long time, about Stamkos. And he said, look, man, you don't forget how to shoot the puck. You don't forget how to make plays. Like, sometimes it's just a matter of getting your confidence back or getting a change in scenery, and you might be able to recapture some of that magic. But like you said, the real question is, at that price point, with that contract, and is it a place that he even wants to go? And those are the sorts of questions that you hear around the league with regard to Steven Stamkos. If a move was ever going to be made, is how much retention would there be? And if there is retention, what would the price be the other way to acquire the player? And then, obviously on top of that, like I mentioned with Ryan O'Reilly, the trick with Stamkos is that he's got total control over where he wants to go and where he wants to take his family next.
Where would he be the best fit? I mean, a team right now, if they added Steven Stamkos, would just solidify that hockey team and look forward to a spring run in the Stanley Cup final.
Well, I think in Stammer's case, it'd be the ideal place is going to be kind of in a situation like he had in Tampa. Like he's an older player now. He's not the guy scoring 60 goals anymore or threatening to win MVP, but he's a really good offensive player who I think could fit better on a team where he's not necessarily going to have to carry the ball all the time. And so when you think about teams like Colorado or Toronto, maybe. Places where there's guys that are premium offensive stars that are going to be counted on to do most of the heavy lifting. I think him going to a team where he can kind of fit in and find his role and contribute, especially on a high power play, for example. I think that's kind of be the best fit for him. But again, like the thing about Steven is that family is so important and location is so important that you wonder if it needs to be a place that he's familiar with, like that he wants to go to, and if that's the case, then you start thinking about places like Toronto, for example.
Greg, when's the last time two teams such as the Avalanche and the Stars, 49 points for Colorado, 47 for Dallas, have been dominant over the entire league within the same division like they are right now? Because I know Colorado lost to the Knights in Nashville. I get all that in overtime, but these two guys, like you said earlier, are just running away with everything.
They are, and it's been interesting to see people kind of wake up to how good Dallas has been. I feel like there's been so much said and written about Colorado only having, 2 regulation losses and McKinnon basically trampling the league offensively, that there wasn't really recognition of how good Dallas has been. But I think people are starting to really take notice. And the big difference between Colorado and Dallas is that Dallas has been doing it through some pretty significant injuries. Like they just got Matt Duchene back. Thomas Harley's been out of the lineup. Like they've been really thriving despite not having a full lineup, and also having to kind of find their way after a coaching change where they fired DeBoer and bring in Glenn Gulletson. So I've been extremely impressed with the way that Dallas has played. But, until they find a way to maybe get to the top of the division, there's a real Mozart Salieri thing happening right now between the Avalanche and the Dallas Stars in that division.
Greg Wyshynski is with us. Is Anaheim legit, or is this just through 30 games, the Joel Quenneville bump, and then they might fall back to reality at some point?
No, they're legit, and I'll tell you why. Because they've kept winning despite an injury to their goalie, Lucas Dostal, who I thought was the reason they were winning early in the season. Like, their defensive metrics were garbage. And this guy was playing Vezina-worthy goaltending for them. And yet when he went out of the lineup, they just kept on kind of thriving and kept on winning. And I think that's a testament to how good they've been offensively. And it's a testament to maybe the maturation of their team defensively. So they're for real. I mean, they've got a real good balance of bright young star players like Leo Carlson and others. And then they've got those veteran hands, be it Jacob Trouba, Chris Kreider, Alex Killorn, who are there to kind of keep the wheel steady during adversity. And then obviously Joel Quenneville behind the bench, bringing it all together in his first year in Anaheim.
What about Detroit? Is this going to be the year that Red Wings fans can finally say, hey, we're back in the playoffs?
The Yzer plan worked. They're still a team I'm not convinced on. Right, I'm not convinced on them for one particular reason, which is that they've been carried by about 5 or 6 guys so far this season. It's been Dylan Larkin, Lucas Raymond, Mo Cedar, Alex DeBrincat, and then when Patrick Kane came back, Kane's been nearly a point per game player. They've not really gotten a ton of secondary scoring out of their lineup, either from the forward group or especially on defense. And so that gives me pause when you start to think about the depth that other teams in the East have. But, they're getting good goaltending from Cam Talbot. They're winning games. They're picking up points. The fear for them is the same fear that I think a lot of teams in the Atlantic have, which is that Florida is going to get Matt Tkachuk back at some point. And when that happens, do they start rocketing up the standings and take one of these playoff spots away from Detroit or Montreal or Ottawa?
Greg, we had a thing earlier. Chase and I talked, and there's a list of the top 10 most hapless U.S. sports franchises around, and the number one hockey franchise is the Buffalo Sabres. Now, there's no argument there and everything, but I mean, what a resilient fan base when you're named the most hapless franchise. Is that true? I mean, are they the most hapless hockey franchise?
At this point, you'd have to say so. I mean, the people will probably say that because of the drought, the Leafs could be up there. I mean, obviously, there are other teams that have never won a cup like Vancouver that might be up there. But if you think about recent history, the fact that the Sabres are threatening my beloved New York Jets for the longest playoff drought of any team in any sport, that tells you everything you need to know about the Buffalo Sabres. But again, like it's the firing of coaches, it's the changing of general managers, it's tanking for the second overall pick in the draft and finding Jack Eichel and then having him request a trade and then having to trade him when you refuse to allow him to have the surgery he wants. Like, it's tons and tons of these things in the last 15 years for this franchise that do add up to them being the most hapless team in the NHL. And unfortunately, as you see in the standings right now, it just continues on this season.
Yeah, Greg, we're not going to – we should tell you, but the number one overall most hapless U.S. franchise are the New York Jets.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry.
I mean, come on. Like, I live that, okay? It's not any news to me. It's my life. It's the curse that I bear. I mean, it's going into a weekend and not knowing if Brady Cook's going to be your starting quarterback. It just goes on and on. It never ends.
Greg, before we let you go, I have to ask, John Cena will wrestle his final match, supposedly, Saturday night in Washington, D.C. on Saturday night's main event. Do you believe it's truly it for him, or could we see Dwayne make people are shaking their heads here, could we see Dwayne making an appearance and that set the final match up for WrestleMania?
Well, first of all, Dwayne's got to carb load a little bit to build back the muscle that he lost going to Hollywood. That's for one thing. I've seen him on the red carpet. He's got to get back in fighting shape. Listen, I think the build-up for this thing has pointed it to it being his final match. It's going to be a real emotional moment. I hope that he goes out on his back like every wrestler should, but we'll see if that happens. For him to come back would cheapen things. And, listen, we've all seen a 100-year-old Ric Flair taking chops in the corner, so we know that anything is possible when it comes to old wrestlers. But I hope that this is it, because at least the end of this run would be a bit storybook, if not the entirety of the run with the, as we talked about before, ill-fated heel turn that he had. I think the end of this thing has come together really nicely for him.
I would agree. Should be fun to watch. Greg, appreciate it as always. We'll talk to you next week.
Anytime. Thanks.
Greg Wyshynski, presented by Old National Bank. Get Old. We'll react to some of that and more coming up next. Again, we're live today at Duncan. We're in the Capitol View area here. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday, hanging out for our toy drive, the Nashville Children's Alliance here at the Duncan, 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Nashville.
Chase are meeting the people today. Love it.
Yes, thanks to Kevin that stopped by and said hello. He listens to us. He works in the HCA building right next door.
He's a little starstruck over the Chaser right now.
He's a nice fella.
Wrestling, a great picture you two guys took together. And he liked the wrestling and the racing, man. You got him going.
Well, I like the wrestling and the racing too. So
what's his deal with John Cena now? Saturday, he's done?
That's it. This is the end of the retirement tour. He will wrestle Gunther in his final match on Saturday night's main event.
From Friends?
No, RIP. But no, he the wrestler formerly known as Walter, and then they repackaged him and named him Gunther. Ask JJ. JJ knows Gunther.
I know. I'm talking to you.
But yeah, he will wrestle John Cena, and I agree with Greg Wyshynski that hopefully he will be true to the business and go out on his back.
He's coming on his back?
Yeah, meaning he loses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's tradition in wrestling that you lose your last match.
I think this will be different. He's so beloved.
I think he'll be true to the business. You put the next guy over, like in your last match.
So is Gunther now become the star?
I mean, he's one of them.
Where's Sheamus?
The problem is he's in East Nashville. The problem is they don't have the next guy. Like they don't like WWE, TNA, AEW. There's not that next. Like there's a lot of good superstars, like upper echelon elite guys.
Okay.
But they don't have the next Rock or John Cena or Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan or just a guy that like you could put on a billboard and sell out an arena.
So what's wrong with Drew McIntyre?
Nothing. Drew McIntyre's great. He's just not that guy.
See, my wrestling guys always had, and you know far more about this, but they always had some niche, like the honky tonk man.
Yep.
Right? He looked like some guy that worked at Publix. Right? He's not look like a guy that
he looked like Elvis.
Yeah, right? It's like he didn't go to the gym 7 days a week. Just a dude.
But like,
those were dudes with personalities.
When you were growing up and you were watching, and again, it was different back then because it was territorial. So there were, like you're what, 57? So I mean, there's in your day there was maybe honky tonk man, but like you were on the end of Fargo. Like who was the big guy around here?
Hulk.
Okay, so you're the beginning of Hulk
around
Hogan.
here? Oh, I don't remember. Reno Riggins,
but Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
But you knew the Hulkster. You knew Hulk Hogan. And then the 90s, it was Steve Austin, and then probably The Rock. But you had other guys. Like you had Bret Hart, who was probably the best wrestler, but he had no personality. And he wanted, you had
Should go to YouTube.
Yeah, go. Yeah, good. Brett liked to blame everybody else for stuff too, so that's
right.
good. Yeah,
that works out good.
It's good. You just set me up there. Thank
like
you.
Undertaker was badass, right?
Right, but he was never the top guy. He made money.
So who's been the top guy?
Cena, Rock, Austin, Hogan, Goldberg in WCW for a minute, even though.
So this is rare air.
Yeah. Like the guy, like the guy that. You can put it. You could say The Rock at Bridgestone Arena, one night only, and it'll sell out.
What about
in
Cody,
the 90s?
Cody Rhodes not in that era?
No,
they just don't like
Roman Reigns. There's been guys that have had their moments. Cody's one of them. Roman Reigns is another one, but like never that. Like Stone Cold could print money in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like you could have Stone Cold and The Rock on the same card, and Vince could have literally just said, "I'm going to make this much," and he would have done it.
Wow. Okay.
They just and I'm not sure that guy exists anymore.
But you look at like Diamond Dallas Page, Hacksaw Jim. They all had like this moniker.
Yeah.
And they were just larger than life. Jake the Snake Roberts. I mean,
but those were never top tier guys.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh, great. One of the best intercontinental champions of all time.
Right? I mean, those were names that stand out and the personalities. When I heard Cody Rhodes, I'm like, nah. I mean, his dad was an icon.
Dusty. I mean, Dusty was one of those guys. Nick, ask about who you just texted.
Triple H where does he rank in all this conversation?
I would say Triple H is kind of in the same ilk as, like he's good. He was elite, but he was never the top guy. Like his biggest feuds were with The Rock, with Steve Austin, and then later on Randy Cena. I mean, he was always like the bad guy in the feud with the top guy.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I mention it is just because that DX run, like you talked about Stone Cold printing money in the 90s. You talk about DX with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they printed money on a religious basis in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm. Sean, I could put Sean in that group. Shawn Michaels was one of those guys. Adam in Portland says Sting. He was my hero when I was a kid, and I never heard him speak. Sting's another one. Sting lasted forever, but was not. I would never consider him like, again, that guy.
But the Ultimate Warrior.
Dave just asked about the Ultimate Warrior. He could have been. He could have been. He got in his own way.
But they're all like that guy. I mean,
he could have been.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior could have definitely been that guy, but he got in his own way. And then he and Vince had. Byron says it best. Triple H wasn't the guy by himself, and that's true. DX put him in a different hemisphere, and then his feuds, I think, put him in that. But yeah.
What about Lorenzo Parente, huh?
He was the man.
Ran the South, baby.
Right, Dr. Crane?
You got that right.
Heck yeah, buddy. What did he have a nickname?
Yeah, he went under a lot of different ring names. I think when he's in Texas, it was like Pancho Parente, Pancho Lopez. I will say I love the tag team partnership with Bobby Hart and Saul Weingroff when you guys were talking about it with Jerry Jarrett last week. Jeff Jarrett, excuse me.
Saul Weingroff.
They had the nickname of Continental Warriors. That was their tag team name.
Yeah.
And that was your grandpa?
Yeah. Yeah, he was a part of Bobby Hart's tag team. They were together, tandem.
That's pretty
I can tell you this. If I was a wrestler, I'd want to be a bad guy. I'd want to be a heel. It'd be so much fun. Like you walk into a city and I cannot wait to get out of Nashville and all you stinking white trash. Just something like that. That's how it'd be.
AEW had a tag team guys that came out towards the end, and they looked like miniature Hulk Hogan's. They were bald. They're called the Beach Brothers or something. They were awesome.
Yeah,
they were awesome. But they looked like Hulk.
Yeah,
but they're like 5'11". But that was like.
But I could
get behind that.
Look at Jeff Jarrett. He has made a 40-year career on basically doing one thing: hitting somebody over the head with a guitar.
That's what he did that night.
Yeah. But people like it's like he and I were talking one day, and he's like, I mean, I show up to a building for 10 minutes and all anybody wants to see is me crack my guitar over somebody's head.
I love it, man. That's what he did that night at the Pinnacle.
That's what he does.
Oh, it's so good.
It's the best. But Cena has the 5 moves of doom that everybody calls it. Like Cena is an interesting one because, and he's the perfect example of a guy that did it right, because there were two he has 2 types of fans: the ones that absolutely adore him and the ones that absolutely hate him.
That's good though.
But he's got both. Yeah. And so it's let's go Cena. Cena sucks. That's what and it's always been that way. So
all the way to the bank, baby.
All the way to the bank. We might work on something for tomorrow along those lines. We'll see what we can do. Chasing Big Joe again. We're live today at the Dunkin' in the Capitol View area, 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. You can bring a stuffed toy by as we'll be here. And then Haley from 102.9 The Buzz is going to be here till 6 o'clock. So you can come by and see her as well. But you all have been fantastic the last few days bringing toys by. And we want to say a big thank you to Nashville Metro Police, the Catalano Group, the Bluemont Group, Family Leisure, Thompson Machinery, Richmar Florist, Right Time HVAC, and Relodyne. And tomorrow we're going to be at the Dunkin' in Mount Juliet, 2234 North Mount Juliet Road from noon to 3. So come by and see us. It's Chasing Big Joe on this Thursday. 102.5 The Game. Little Eddie Guerrero. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. The late, great Eddie Guerrero. Again, not the guy, but a good guy. That was very good. Well done, Doctor. Was he your favorite?
No, my favorite was actually in between like The Undertaker and Randy Orton and those two. So they just had a big feud back in the day on SmackDown. I just always remembered that.
Randy Orton, vastly underrated, but very, very good. And of course, The Undertaker, who used to live in Nashville.
I just don't like. Where's Roddy Piper? I don't get the whole not the guy thing. These guys are all
Roddy Piper. I mean,
household names.
he's one of the greatest of all time.
So how do you be the guy?
Again, it's I mean, wrestling fans kind of know what I mean. It's like that guy that you could literally print money.
So you've only named in the history of wrestling. There's been 5 guys
In that ilk, probably. I mean, you're going to have top tier guys, but then you're going to have like the guy that everybody's going to go see.
So WWE does not have the guy waiting in the wings.
Not to that level. They have guys. They have girls. They don't have the guy or girl.
What makes the guy?
Stone Cold. Like, he's going to be on talk shows everywhere.
No,
he's
no.
going to show up.
No,
like,
what did he do to become the guy?
he was himself. He was just like, I think the Attitude Era was just like, you saw this guy that was a loudmouth, cursed a lot, drank a lot of beer, and liked to get in fights. So basically, he was you.
Yeah. Why? And how come I've got $8 in my checking account?
I don't know.
Damn it! I missed this right here.
You should have been. You could have been Stone Cold.
Gummit, yeah. Like the Big Show. Was he not the guy?
No, he was a guy. I mean, he was fine, but see, I think the unfortunate thing is Andre the Giant, because he was kind of the first to be that. I think he probably had some of that because like he was the 8th wonder of the world. You wanted to see like this dude, but like Big Show, everybody looked at the Big Show, who was originally called the Giant, was like, oh, he's just an Andre knockoff.
Okay. Oh well.
You know, even though Paul White, the Big Show, I think is tremendous.
Now, does pop culture send them over the top? Because Hulk in Rocky 3,
Yeah.
The Rock, what he did,
Stone Cold.
Andre the Giant was in the what movie was that in? You Killed My Father.
Yeah, he was in a few. I mean, Piper was in They Live.
Great movie.
Has one of my favorite lines.
Great movie.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Great. Such a great movie. I'm telling you.
I remember when he came in studio, Dagwood brought They Live, and he was like, oh my God, somebody owns this.
You know, when he came, I was there. And when
Yeah.
he came in studio, I'm like, how? Are you 5'8"? You're 5'9". I was shocked how short he was.
Well, you may not know the story of that. Like, so he walks in, and I'm all excited. And I'm just like, this is Roddy Piper, the hot rod. And I'm like, hello, Mr. Piper. And he like shakes my hand. He's like, hey, kid, what's up? You know, and like walks in. I'm like, oh, no. He don't want to be here. This is bad. And I clearly had like a worried look on my face. And he told Jeremy, he said, hey, tell the kid when the light comes on, I come on.
Oh, okay.
And he got in with you. It was you, Pogue, and Brad?
Yep. Long time ago.
Gets in studio, and we go back on air, and it was all of a sudden he goes from being Roddy to the hot rod.
He was great. I mean,
he was awesome.
Fantastic. But I just you transcend everything. Like,
The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Thank you
was
so
Andre
much.
the Giant. Yes.
For all those, I just they get to a different level. Like in sports, like in basketball, like Jordan's the guy, Kobe's the guy. Is Shaq the guy? Would you consider Shaq the guy in basketball?
That's a good question. I'd say no. I mean, he needed Kobe.
About LeBron. Is LeBron the guy?
He was.
There's no was. You always will be the guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Bird, Magic, Jordan.
Okay, like if you compare this to wrestling, like Byron says it best. Today, you go to a wrestling show today, you still see an Austin 316 shirt.
Yeah.
You still see a Hulk Hogan shirt. Like, that's the guy. Like,
Take that. Go to Nissan Stadium. What jersey do you see?
You see 9 or 27.
Constantly.
Those are the guys.
Okay. All right. That's a good way to put it.
Shaq and Kobe, yes. I mean, transcends their era.
Would you consider Allen Iverson the guy?
He probably should be, but Kobe probably took away from that.
Okay. I see that.
But that's a really good one.
Who in baseball is the guy? Ohtani? After that, who? Dr. Crane, feel free to weigh in on your beloved baseball.
Ohtani right now.
I look at it twofold
in the
between
90s,
pitchers
it
and
was-
batters. I'd go Skeens as the pitcher and Ohtani as the batter.
That's fair. That's probably fair. But like, I don't know if I put either one of them on the same level as. Well, Judge could be up there too, but I don't know if like, Glavin, Maddox, and Smoltz, Chipper Jones,
What a guy.
I
got a guy.
Jeter.
Jeter's a guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this McGuire at one point in time. Now the steroid stuff obviously hurt all that, but like, I remember 1998. You were either Team Sosa or Team McGuire.
That's right.
And it was great. It was great for baseball. So, I don't know. It's a good one. Coming up next, we'll tell you what day it is and celebrity birthdays. Chasing Big Joe on this Thursday, 102.5 The Game. Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday at Duncan, 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in the Capitol View area. Bring some stuffed toys by on your way home. We appreciate all the help with that in the Nashville Children's Alliance. We're out in Mount Juliet tomorrow. But right now, it's time for What Day Is It? And celebrity birthdays.
All right, first on the list, we have Holiday Food Drive for Needy Animals Day. So it's always good to donate there. International Mountain Day. Hey, there are good places to see some mountains around here. National App Day is today. So if you have an app like 125, you can listen. National Have a Bagel Day. There you go. A little bagel action.
Or a donut.
Yeah, or a donut. You're right. A Dunkin'. National Noodle Ring Day. I'll pass on that one.
What ring?
Noodle ring. You know, a noodle, like a pasta noodle.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else.
Yeah, me too.
I think we all did,
Like,
actually.
what list you looking at? All right.
Well, to wrap it up, we have National Stretching Day. So everybody can go stretch and get ready for a 5K.
Can you stretch and can you kick? How old are you?
1.
50. We did the damn video the other day. I can stretch, I can kick. I'm 50.
Joe,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God. Thank you, Joe.
Look, I'm the brain of a T-Rex, the size of a peanut.
Quit betting your beautiful eyes at David James when he walks in the studio.
David James was here just a few minutes ago, and you missed it.
All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Got to get these birthdays within 2 years. By the way, you know his birthday is today? We talked earlier. He's passed away, though. Doc Blanchard.
Oh, really?
Today's his birthday. Crazy.
We spoke it up.
Yeah, right. All right, so first birthday, and then thank you so much. First birthday, Chase, you go Stu Jackson, former NBA coach. How old is Stu Jackson?
87.
88.
70.
Okay.
Dr. Crane from Pensacola, Florida, former Pittsburgh Pirate infielder Jay Bell.
52.
56.
60. Chaser, New Orleans Saints, I think OC, Doug Nussmeier, whose son has had a really bad year at LSU.
He was on Saban's staff for a long time, right?
Maybe.
62.
58.
55. Dr. Crane, former Florida University of Florida running back Eric Rett.
60.
52.
55. You guys are good today. Chaser, former New England Patriot, Mike Vrabel's teammate, Willie McGinnis.
56.
54.
54 exactly.
Dang.
Dr. Crane's up 2-0.
Dang.
Dr. Crane, you get to go now. How old is Rita Moreno? She might be the first person that ever got an EGOT.
I don't know what that is.
It's an Emmy. It's an Emmy. It's an Oscar. It's a Grammy.
Oh, the
and a
trifecta?
Tony Award.
Oh,
That's a quadrophenia, whatever.
Quadrophenia.
That's a good album.
Whatever 4 is. Quads. There we go.
Yeah, I'll go with
Rita Moreno.
71.
75.
94.
Okay, cool.
Now, you guys got to get this next. Chase, you go first. How old is Nashville's true darling, not media darling, Brenda Lee? Miss Brenda Lee. How old's Brenda Lee?
82.
90.
81. Chaser's on the board.
Right.
2-1. Dr. Crane. Purportedly, he lives here in town. I don't know, though. Motley Crue bass player Nikki Sixx. How old is Nikki Sixx today?
66.
62.
67.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Crane's up 3-1. Chaser, how old's Haley Stanfield? How old is she today? She's married to Josh Allen.
She is 29.
28.
29, exactly. We're tied at 3. Here we go.
I'm back in the fight.
Here we go. You're going to speed through these bad boys real quick. Chase, lead singer of Bread, David Gates. How old's he?
74.
77.
85. Actress, Dr. Crane. Donna Mills from Knots Landing, my first ever crush. How old's Donna Mills?
78.
73.
85. Singer Jermaine Jackson. Chase, how old's Michael Jackson's brother?
68.
63.
71. Come on, y'all. How old is actor comedian Monique?
80.
57.
58. With that, Chaser wins the day, 4-3.
Boom.
Well
At the
done.
buzzer.
At the buzzer.
Thank you very much. Thanks for everybody for dropping off stuffed toys and participating. Again, theGameNashville.com/toy. You can find all the drop-off locations. Haley St. John from 102.9 The Buzz, our sister station, will be here from 3 to 6 if you're out and about downtown. 1040 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Capitol View.
Yeah, please come and see us down there. Look, as we know, we end every show with our same message to the guys out there. If you are struggling, we had a gentleman stop by earlier and told us that he reached out to therapy and started talking to somebody, and it changed his life. I'm telling you, please talk to somebody and know how valuable, how wonderful, how beautiful, and just how this world is a better place because you are here. I'm telling you that you are so loved by so many people, and we need you here for everything that goes on. I understand we get dark days, but these days, they move out of the way for beautiful days, and I need you to be part of those. So please reach out, talk to somebody. All the help's available on our website. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe Show, and there's help right there on the page. So we need you guys here. Know that we love you more than anything else in this world. God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD is coming your way next from Bridgestone Arena. We'll be back at it tomorrow in Mount Juliet at noon. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.